Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Automation Mastery. So in this video, we're going to build out a ManyChat flow that allows us to sell our product inside of a chatbot without your customers or clients leaving the chatbot. So everything is done in one source, and we're gonna grab the data, we're gonna print it in a Google Sheet, and we can manipulate them down the road. Hope you guys enjoy. So the first thing you want to do is let's create a new folder, name this chatbot order. Let's create this, and then let's create a new flow. Let's call this order procedure. You can have some intro text. So we're going to say, this is going to be a special one for you. Give it a 2-second delay. Let's give it another text. So the whole idea behind this specific bracelet is actually a demo bot I built for a local brand. So what they do is they sell bracelet. In return, they recover ocean plastic. I think it's a really good marketing strategy. So by buying each bracelet, people get to save 20 pounds of ocean plastic or 9 kilograms of ocean plastic. So after this, we're going to continue to another step. So this step, we are going to reset car status. So what I did earlier in the settings, we are going to create a few custom fields. The first custom field I created is called a car value. Okay, you can call it car value or total car value. This is tracking how much the total car value is. Type is going to be a number. So the second type, we call them Y Coral. This is the product name, and we're tracking how many quantity this person purchased. Product name, quantity. Okay, Y Coral quantity. This is going to be a number field. Next one is going to be Ocean Blue. Ocean Blue is the name of the second bracelet. We call them quantity, ocean blue quantity. So the last one will be a total card quantity. The person can purchase, let's say 5 of each. That's going to be 10 bracelets. We want to track how many bracelets this person purchased, right? Creating these fields, okay, make sure they're numbered. And then what we need to do is just create an action step. And then we're going to add an action step to set custom field. And this procedure is trying to reset everything to 0. So what we do is we want to do car value. We want to set the number to $0. And second one is we're going to, depending on how many products you have, so we're going to do the specific product, set it to 0. And then third one, let's add in one more. There's going to be ocean blue quantity, set it to 0. And the last parameter is going to be quantity, total car quantity, set it to 0. Yeah, that's all good to go. After this, we're going to present the products to the clients or the customers. We're going to do another message. So in here, we're going to gallery view. Okay, we'll create a gallery, and there's going to be 3-car gallery. Image, I'm going with a square image. You can go with 16:9 or square, up to you. So let's name the first one. We're going to name it Ocean Blue. And then here, we're going to, the price is $19.99. So $20 pre-bracelet. Let's load up the image. That's the first image. Looks like ocean blue. Let's see how it looks like from this angle. Angle actually looks pretty good too. So I'm going to stick with a 16:9. And the second car is going to be Y Coral. And so this bracelet price is going to be the same. Price is $19.99. Load up the image. Looking nice. And the third one is going to be something called a dark blue. What we want to do is this one is sold out. Okay. It's no longer available. We're going to load up the image on the third product. So 3 of them are good, all good to go. The only thing is missing right now is add button. So the button will be put on an emoji first with a space to cart. Copy paste and then done. Go to the second card, create the same button, and I'm just going to paste it here. So far what we do is client or customer coming to this flow, okay, they're going to read an intro, a brief like background information about the product. So this is not necessary. You can just start off from here, right? But in this case, just gonna play it like a human touch. 3 products. Forgot about the third one is actually sold out, so we don't need any buttons, only 2. So from here, what we do is we're going to actually construct and build out the whole procedure. When they click on add to cart, the first thing we want to ask the person, the client, is how many bracelets do you want to add into the cart? So let's just type that in. How many would you like to add to your cart? And then the option is 1, 2, let's give them 3, for these are blue bubbles. I call them bubble, just quick reply. They load up really nicely on mobile. I could potentially go up to 10, but just for the sake of this demo purpose, I'm only going to do 5. But keep that in mind that if you want your customer to purchase more than 10, I think in order to save your time, you can do a user input and you can just ask them to still ask them the same question, but this time you're going to tell them type a number below and you're going to create a field, call it quantity, and then you want to save it as a number. Just keep that in mind. If you have a more than 10 quantity allowed, simply you can do a user input. Okay, that still works. I'm going to delete that for now. Customer press 1. What's going to happen is we're going to do a few action steps. So first action step is set custom field, and we're going to increase a few things. Okay, set custom field, and then we're going to do cart value increase because earlier we set the 0, remember? So now it's going to be $19.99 because I purchased 1 bracelet. Second thing we want to track here is set another custom field. Now this is ocean blue, so we're going to do ocean blue quantity set increase to 1 because it's only 1. And then last but not least is set a custom field. This is going to be card total quantity is going to be increased by 1. We're tracking how many bracelet of this category, how many total value, as well as total quantity. All we need to do is you hold on Option on your keyboard. I'm on Mac and just simply drag and drop. You're creating a duplicate version of this action. Just link number 2 with it. So now $19.99 times 2 is going to be $39.98. So here our increase by will be 2 bracelet price, right? And ocean blue quantity is going to be 2. Total card quantity is going to be 2 as well. So 2, 2, and 2 times $19.99. So again, drag and drop. Third one is going to be $19.99 times 3 is going to be $59.97. And just paste that number in here. Going to be number 3. This is going to be 3 bracelet, 3 total. Actually, no, 3 total. Number 4 and number 5. Just quick review. Look at what we have done so far. So if they purchase 1 bracelet, it's going to increase card value by $19.99. Quantity of this specific product is going to be increased by 1. Total card quantity is 1. So this just keep going times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5. So when they press on one of these, they won't see the action step. This is calculating at the back end. So when they're done, we're going to give them an option. Say, would you like to add different bracelet to your card? Yes, they can add more bracelet to their card, different kinds. So what we do is just link the action step to this message. They all lead to the same message, which is, would you like to add more? If they want to add more, we simply link it back to the gallery here. If they decided this is everything, I'm ready to go, then we're going to ask them a few things. In here, this is a pure example. If they say, that's it, that's everything. So what we can do is we give them a 2-second delay. Feels like it's a typing and it's going to be awesome. 2 more seconds. I see you are eligible for free shipping. Would you like to redeem it now? What this is actually doing is really depends on if you actually have a shipping charge or not. If you do, you need to add that accordingly. If you do not have a shipping charge in here, it's going to be kind of like a motivating people to actually follow through the checkout procedure and to pay for the bracelet, right? Because they're getting a value here. It's free shipping. They don't have to pay for it. So as soon as they're done, click on this button. What we're going to do is we're going to grab their shipping address. So what we do here is we create a whole bunch of 5 different user inputs. These are user inputs. You ask a question. Okay, you wait for their input. So here what we're grabbing is their shipping address. Earlier comes the setting again. I have this field created. It's called current address. You can name it shipping address. So make sure its type is a text. So what we do here is to ask this question. In this input, we'll save it to this custom field, which is current address. So the second question is a city. We're asking their current city. Third one is their province. Could be shipping province or current province. And then the last but not least, It's going to be postal code or zip code, and then email address. Most important thing is their email address. What we want to do here is to save it to the system field. So later down the road, we can use this email address to send them shipping status and order related stuff. So make sure there's a no skip button, so they have to leave an email address. So when this is done, we're going to confirm with them, because think about it, as a human, you might make some typo and mistake through this process, right? We don't want you to just typing and move on to the next step and without review or modify. Always want to give people an option to modify them. So the way to do it is to give them this confirmation message. So next step is linked to here. If you don't see this little white circle, just coming to here, scroll down, check this continue to another step. And then in here, we're doing is, would you confirm your shipping address here? One thing is missing here is going to be email. So we want them to confirm their email as well. Insert a quick emoji. Let's put on an email space. And then here, because we saved it to system field earlier, remember? So we're just going to typing the system field here, so later on they get to confirm. So here what's happening is they typed in their shipping address, confirm it, display it to them, their city, display to them, province, postal code, and I'm asking them, are you sure this is the right address, right? When they say this is correct, we're going to lead them to the next step. If this is not correct, I want them to go through this whole thing one more time. So let's link this back in here. So when they click incorrect, they made a typo, they get to experience this one more time. So let's say this is correct now. What we do here is very simple. One more action step. This step is specifically for this case. You don't have to do this. But remember earlier in the intro, one bracelet, okay, they recovered 20 pounds and 9 kilo of ocean plastic. If it's 2, it's going to be 40, 18 kilo. So what we want to do here is, we don't know how many items people will purchase. Okay, we do not know that. But what we can do is, based on their input, we can quickly calculate a number and it display to them. The reason I do this is because it loads up really nicely. It's a good strategy to kind of motivate them to make an impact. So what we do, action step here is this. We're going to do a set custom field. I created this custom field earlier. It's called a plastic recovered via bracelet. So there's 2 different types. They're both numbers. One of them is calculating the kilogram. The other one is calculating the pounds. We're going to grab that, recover. So we're going to calculate a pound first. One bracelet, we're creating a custom formula here. One bracelet equal to 20 pounds of ocean recovered, plastic recovered. So we're going to it's going to time the total quantity, total car quantity. This could be different bracelet, different kinds, but based on how many they buy, we're going to times 20. That returns the pound. This is just returns a value. Okay, this is a number. And the second type is going to be exactly the same. This time we're calculating the kg, the kilogram. So we're going to do a custom formula. One bracelet equals to 9 kilogram times the total car quantity. Okay, total card quantities. Total, make sure it's total. So this is done. This is just quickly calculating a number, so display to them right after. This step is done. We're going to create a last message here. This is just a single card. This is not a gallery, it's just a single card. And then we can do, let's remove this line. Your total comes to make a $sign, right? Because the number doesn't have a $sign. So $sign, total car value, okay? And this is the key. This will recover, this is the custom field name, pound, and custom field name, kg, ocean plastic. Let's do a period. You guys will see what's gonna happen afterwards here. And then we'll create 2 more button quick reply. One of them is cancel and restart. If they want to cancel, let's say they change their mind, they want to do a different bracelet and all that, what we want to do is cancel, restart. We simply put them into, they no longer want to see the intro message again. They already seen that. All we need to do is reset everything to 0. Just pick it up from here. So make sure cancel, restart. When people click it, they will come back to here and experience the whole thing one more time. And then if it's home menu, if you have a home menu, just link it to another flow. This is going to be a main menu. Let's say they change their mind, they want to do different things. So in this case, I am going to remove this button. I'm going to remove it for now. Let's just say cancel, restart. And let's put an emoji here actually. So let's do a repeat button and then add a space. So it looks like cancel restart, right? I'm going to delete this button. I'm going to add the button again. Let's show you how this is done. Add a button. This is going to be a buy button. Come to your settings. If you have not integrated your Stripe account or PayPal account, you need to do so here. The way to do it is very simple. Have a Stripe account signed up and then just link that Stripe account. All you need to do is open and log into your Stripe account, and then ManyChat will populate the rest, okay? You can always disconnect at any point, but in this case, we're just connected. That's why we're able to click on buy button and to load up this setting. Button title will be a credit card emoji and a secure checkout. The price here is going to be our custom field, which is card value. And then item name, let's say bracelets. And then here, there are a couple more options. Shipping address, if you check here, people have to enter the shipping address one more time, right? You could check it or you don't have to. Because the reason we want to do it here is because you will see everything happen here will be bounced on a sheet. So not only you grab your customer's shipping address and it's all secured in a sheet, and you can do some analysis down the road, right? Which country and what region, how many total car value and all that stuff. And then let's come back to the button. One more thing here is ManyChat. I think this might be a little thing they can fix. What happened here is they don't give me the email system field for me to choose here. So if there is an option, what happens is people don't have to type in their email again. It will populate automatically, okay? So purchase available only, because you can run some condition here. You can ask their age. If the age is below 18, they are not allowed to purchase. If it's above 18 years old, then you can sell it. Or you can do a region based, right? It's only available in North America, in US, Canada. If they type some other country, when this is all finished, we're almost there, not yet. When they successfully purchase this bracelet, what we want to do is we want to add a tag. The tag is going to be, let's say, complete, purchase complete or completed. So add a tag. Later on, you can track how many subscribers actually purchased stuff from your bot. So always good to add them a tag. And then the second thing what I want to do is I want to copy paste this action step. And I want to reset everything back to 0. So everything back to 0. So when they start the whole thing initiated, they went through everything. And then at the end, we're going to set them back to 0, just like nothing happened. But these data will be secured. I'll show you guys how. After this, we're going to do a congratulations. So let's just say here. So we're going to say, congratulations, first name. You just recovered this many pounds and bracket, this many kilo of ocean plastic. Let's do a period. And then we will start preparing shipment and get you a tracking number. And you can also update their tracking information in the bot, but it will be a different video. So in here, we just finished. We're half finished, not fully yet, because what happened here is we have a second type, remember? So all we need to do here is do this. Hold on shift. We're just going to copy paste this area, okay? You can see it's marked as green, and just hold on option, drag and drop, okay? So that's it. We're creating a duplicate of it. And now what we do is second bracelet will experience this flow just to make it more customized. So we can do how many ocean blue bracelets would you like to add, right? In here, we can say customize it deeper. Would you like to add to your card? Right? So they're going to do 1, 2, 3. So there's some modification we need to do here. So the increased value is still 19. The only thing that's changing here is the product quantity. Okay. So in here, instead of deep ocean, we're going to do white coral quantity increased by 1. Okay. Second card is going to be white coral quantity increased by 2. Okay. We're just going to repeat this 3 more times. So what's happening here is, let me move things around, okay? So it looks visually better. So actually, let me select these, just drag it out a little bit. Okay. So what happened here is, if they click on the first button, they experience this. If they click on the second, they get to see this. And then they all eventually link back to the same message. Is this done? Or you want to add more, right? So let's link it back to this message. So we're almost there, very close. So voila, that's it. This is pretty much everything. And we're going to experience the whole flow on my phone. Let's pull up my phone. So make sure you click on publish, okay? And then preview it on my phone. So this is how it looks like. There's going to be a special one, and give them an intro. I have 3 different types of bracelet, okay? Third one is sold out, dark blue. First one, ocean blue. Second one is white coral. So let's experience this. Let's add to cart, and it's gonna ask me how many would I like to add to my cart. Let's say I want to add 4 of this bracelet. Would you like to add a different bracelet to your cart? Sure, let's add the second type. See, it's directing me back to the menu. I'm gonna add a second one. I can add the first one type 2, but let's add 3 more. And then that's everything. It's going to ask me, awesome. And then I see you are eligible for free shipping. Would you like to redeem now? Click on redeem free shipping. And it's going to ask me for address. I'm going to type. And I'm just going to type the examples. So Vancouver and BC. Almost made a typo. So V6Z0C5, that's the zip code. It's asking my email address, because Facebook knows your email address. So it's going to pre-populate the Facebook account email address. In this case, it's going to be the same email. I'm just going to tap it. So it's going to give me a confirmation here. Is this information you entered correct? If correct, click on correct. If no, incorrect, right? So in this case, we're going to do correct. And then it's going to say, see, load up really nicely. So let's quickly look at this. I bought how many bracelet? 4 plus 3. 7 bracelet in total. $19.99 plus 7. That's $139.93. So it's exact amount is showing here. And look at what happens here. It's showing me that will recover. Remember, 7 bracelet, and each bracelet recovers 20 pounds. It's 140 pounds, as well as 63 kilogram of ocean plastic recovered. This is how we were able to do on this action step, right? So yeah, at this point, I can cancel and restart, or I can also secure checkout. Okay, if I click on secure checkout, it's going to load up in here. It's grabbing a Stripe payment here. So the beauty of it is people don't have to leave your chatbot to purchase things. They can purchase things inside of the chatbot, and you can grab their payment in the chatbot, right? So in here, I'm just going to quickly type out my email and card number. This only works with the preview, okay? If this is a legit a flow, comes from a link, it won't work. It only works for admin, like a preview. So what you can do, you can use a secret credit card number that Stripe gave you to test out. So it's gonna be 42424242. And then expiration day, just do a future date, not past date. So it's gonna be, let's say 1120. And then CVC, it's going to be 123. It could be a random number. And then in here, we're going to do the pay. And then done. Purchase success. This is how it looks like if we purchase the whole thing, right? Click on done. And then if I click on this order confirmation, it loads up really nicely, right? So read up really nicely. And then done. And then congratulations, you just recovered. We will start shipping you and provide you a tracking number. The whole thing is done. So one more touch I would say we can do is to print out everything on a Google Sheet, because on a Google Sheet, we'll own the data, as well as we can manipulate the data and do some further analysis if you're good with a Google Sheet. So in this case, I'm going to come to my Google Sheet. I'm going to create a blank sheet, and let's call this order. history. What we did here is we created a Google Sheet, and I created all these columns, and then we can simply change, let's say change it to my favorite one will be Montserrat. So what we did here is we created these columns, and we get to record these specific data, and we're going to print the data from ManyChat into our Google Sheet. Okay, you want to make sure, come to integration, you want to make sure your Google Sheet is connected to your ManyChat. Okay, make sure it's allowed, and then you're all set. Make sure you have a Google Sheet account is connected to the ManyChat. All we need to do is when they confirm, when this the order comes through, under this tag purchase complete, we're going to add one more action step, and then scroll down. You're going to see Google Sheet action. Let's click on it, and then now we're going to insert a row. Okay, insert a row, and it's going to load up order history. We just created this sheet, and it's going to load up which tab, because each sheet might have a different tabs here, right? Within sheet number 1, and it's going to load up all the columns. All we need to do is to find that specific field and to print it into that column. So what we do here is time and date. We normally do last interaction, because that's the last interaction time they had with your bot, right? And then user ID, print user ID to this column. The first name, print it. Last name, print. And then gender, email. This is a system email field. And time zone is going to be populated by Facebook, by ManyChat. And then ocean blue quantity. I'm literally just finding that specific field and then picking the right field at the right position. So total quantity, remember, total quantity, cart quantity, total value will be cart value. In this case, we didn't charge them a free shipping, so you can leave it blank. And physical address will be the shipping address, which is current address, and the city, current city, province, as well as postal code. So done. That's everything. We're going to save, and then we're going to publish this one more time. And now what we do is we're going to experience this one more time. Okay, I'm going to open the sheet at the background so you can see both. I'm going to add ocean blue. Okay, let's add 2 ocean blue. And let's actually add one more white. Let's add a white coral. Let's add 2 more. So I have a 4 bracelet in total. That's everything. It's going to ask me my shipping address. Okay, redeem free shipping. So it's going to ask me my physical address. And last but not least is your email address. Just give it a tap and confirm. It's going to ask me confirm the shipping address below. That's correct. I'm going to click on correct. And then it's going to say secure checkout. So I'm going to click on secure checkout. I'm going to use the secret code. As soon as I click pay, observe the Google Sheet. Look at what happens to the Google Sheet. Boom, click done. Look at this Google Sheet. It's printing everything nice and clear, right? So what we have here is the user ID. Let's just center everything. So what we have is the last time interaction. So this is going to be the order date, the user ID, first name, last name, your gender, email address, time zone, the how many in total, quantity, which of each, total value. This is going to be a $sign in front of it. Shipping cost is 0 because we didn't charge them shipping costs, and shipping address and all the rest. Everything is sitting in a Google Sheet. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm currently in the progress of coming up with a course, free course as well as paid course, and I hope you guys enjoy this lesson. Let me know if you are interested in future videos similar to this. I'll be coming up some more. This is a new YouTube channel. Definitely consider a subscribe and give it a like. If you have any comment, questions, or observations, leave them below. I'll do my very best to answer them. You are watching Automation Mastery. This is Tario Sultan. Until the next one, guys. Peace out.